Hi friends, welcome to Tutor's Funny channel. Today I am going to teach what is the main difference between var, let, constant variables, right? There are many students who ask me that what is the difference between those, right? Okay, this is very important stuff in JavaScript. So let's go here. So I have already created the file test.js. Here we have create three variables, test1, 12. This is a var, this is a let, this is a constant variable, right? So let's run and check what the output will be. Here node.js, node test.js, right? How to install the node.js, all the stuff I will be teach in my last tutor. Those who are not watched this one, I attach the link in my video description. You just go through my all the node.js tutorials, right? This must here node test.js. So here nothing output will be there. So what we are doing is you have to print it. So you have to write console log. So you have to write test1 here, after that test2, here test3. Let's save it, Control S to save it, and again you have to run the file. So you can get the output 12 JavaScript 2000, all the output will be printed, right? The same output. So what is the difference? Because the var is a global, this is a global type, this is a global scope. It's a global scope. It's a global scope. Let and constant both are block scope. We can access only the within the block. Okay, this is the difference. This is a global scope, you can access anywhere. So this is a global scope, right? So this is the block scope. The constant also the block scope. That's the difference, right? So here, right. So first let me look at the example of var. So how the var work will be see, right? So if you print here console dot log, here you write my test. Again you have to write this here. Now let's look at the output. What is the output will be when you print it. Here first, here the JavaScript will be print line by one, right? So here what is the line? Here first line will be printed as undefined. Undefined means we are not say assign any variable here. You just print out my test1. So it will be undefined. So here again second line program, look at here var test1 equal to, now the value is assigned. The second the second line value is assigned. The first line nothing will be assigned. You just print out my test1. So no values will be there. So here undefined. So if the value is you have already assigned, third line you are going to print again the same value. So output will be 12. Right, this is the part we will be this is the var. Okay, so this is the global scope. You can print here also. Here no output will, no error display, undefined, right? Okay, the var don't understand what is the value here. No, I think the value is available. So here undefined, or you already assign the value. So 12. So next third line you are going to print console.log. So the output will be print it out here. This is the thing does, right? So after that, here how variables saved in the memory. I have explained simple diagram over here, very simple diagram. So what happened is here, you can see here. Here you can look at the output here. Okay, so you can see here this is the variable. So you can write var my test equal, here I just give the variable name as constant variable. Here when the memory location is stored, stack and heap, you must understand this. What's the difference between stack and heap? Stack is a reference, right? The memory address where you just get the variable name my test. Okay, it assigns some memory addresses. Okay, A0001, A00, whatever. Okay, it's memory address. Okay, what is the value you are going to store? It will be stored under the heap. Okay, so it's get the reference and it store it. Okay, after that another things, you might be going to change the variable. Instead of 200 you are going to change it as 300. What happen is, it's go here, it nothing to do here, it go here. Next time A0002 equal what's the value you are changed, the changes value will be printed here. That's the thing here it does. Okay, this is not 10, this is 200. That's the thing here does. A very simple stuff you have to. This is the things you must, as a programmer you must know it here. Okay, what is a stack, what is a heap? Stack is get the variable, heap is get the value. What's the variable? Okay, stack get the variable and passing to the reference. Okay, so that's a reference going to the heap and get the value and store. Okay, here what's the value you are stored? 200 A001 equal 200. Okay, that's how it works. Okay, right, we already wrote. Okay, again I'm going to get another example about the const. Right, you already understand what happens here. So here I'm going to do another program, console log undefined. Right, so var my test equal 12. Here the same name. Here in Java you can't do like this, the same name you can't again you can print the value, only one time you have to print. Okay, so here var my test equal 12, var my test equal var my test equal 12,000, var my test equal 0. What the same name you have printed again by again. You have same name you have created the variable again by again. So what will be the output? Okay, if you are going to just check it, first it printed as undefined. Second, you have printed as 0. 0 mean you have printed bunch of values here. You have assigned the same variable but the bunch of values here. First variable 12 here, likewise. Okay, but what happens is when you are going to print it, what's the value you are entered with the last time? 0. So it's it always get the last value. What's the value you are last time you are getting, it will be going to print it. Okay, so here I'm going to remove this 2. Again I'm going to execute the program and check. Here 200 will be here. This is the last value you are printed, it will be printed. Right? Okay. This is very must. Right? So again let me look at the another things. Right. Subblock. Right, again we'll do another stuff, small example of right. Okay, so again this is another example. Right, you can get all the codes in my tutorsfunny.com website. Okay, so console log my test. Here if the condition is correct, this value will be printed. Okay, if the condition is not correct, it won't work. Okay, so 1000 is greater than 500. This condition is true. Right, 1000 is always greater than 500. So what we are going to do here, var we have to assign 509 to my test. So here you are going to print it. Okay, so what is the output will be there? Okay, this one will be the output. Right, the first time it will be undefined. Second time if the answer is correct. So if you put 5 or what happen? Sorry, it's not 5, it will be printed. So here you are printed here 50. Whatever. Sorry, 1000 is 5,000. Right. Now you can see it won't work. Here undefined, because what happened? 1000 is not greater than 5000. Less 1000 is less than 5000. So that's why here no output. So it won't. This loop this if condition is not work. So it's go to print it as undefined. The two are first is undefined, second is undefined. Right? If the condition is true, only this value is going to print that. If the condition is false, this value never printed. So here undefined. That's why it printed 2 times as undefined. First time as undefined, the second time as undefined. That's why this condition is false only. That's why get two things are undefined, right? Okay. Get your mind. Okay, you are fresh your mind, you are think it, then will be your you are the good programmer. Okay, so right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the another exercise. Let. Okay, so far we have did as a var. Now let's look at the concept of let. Let is a block scope. Let's print the first value. Whatever. Save. Let variable name here, or you can going to print whatever. The same thing, this variable I have assigned this value, so if you are going to print console.log, it will be printed. It's printed out, it shows the output, right? Okay, it's simple. The second time the same thing I am going to do it as here. Console log the first time after the let. Okay, in var it will be first what is the output we are getting, undefined. After that value will be assigned to the particular variable. After that you are print out, the result will be displayed. In let will be still see whatever. It throw the out error here. Can't assign before initialization. Here we can't initialize before without the value, so that it take the error. Okay, that's the purpose. That's the value. You can't do here. If you are print like this, you are getting the error of this. Okay, that's the meaning of var and let. Okay, this is the block scope, right? What you are written over here, it will be here. It's line by line printer. So in the first line, you are nothing assign any value, so that it throw the output here. Error. Okay, right. After that, let me see these things. Let me work this also. Let me print out all the values like this, one by one. My test. In var it works, isn't it? Let me check out let as well. It throw the output here. It see the output. You can see the error. Syntax error. Identify my test has already been declared. So you can't assign again by again. The same variable name you can't assign it. Okay, you can get the error. Okay. Okay, so let you can't assign you can't write the variable again by again, you can get there. Okay, right? Keep in your mind. Right. After that, if loop also the same. Right. Okay. Here in the loop, without assigning the value we want to work, right? So let we have to assign the value of 0, but then only the values there already they are 0. So then here 1000 is greater than 10, condition is true, it will print out. So let's check the output. Okay, this output will be printed. Okay, so without the value, imagine we don't have any value over here. Let's print out. Right, let here it throw the error. My side not defined, so you can't do it. So you have to you must define above. Okay, so without do like this. That here that var is working, but let won't work. Right, this is the difference between var and let. Okay. After that, we have to do the constant variable, whatever. The constant variable is the same thing, like the same thing. It does the same thing, but the simple difference. Okay, let's go here. The constant variable. You can see the output. Same output will be displayed. So let's clear it out. 12 will be printed, same output. In this scenario, the var, let and constant, this first example of the same thing, it will be printed out, right? So again you are going to change the stuff. constant auto print again by again. So first you have to print like this, my test variable. Let me see, check the same example here. The same error, cannot access the you can't print it out. The var only it's get the output as undefined. It's not error. It only throw the message as undefined. Let's check out the let and constant. It throw the error like this. Okay, right. So again go to this example. What will be the third example is one. If you are going to check it, what happened, the output will be. Right, you can check here what happened. Shall we print the value again by again, the same variable name? Let's print again by again. Can we print again by again? Can't, because this also constant. So let's see the same thing, result will be there. Here my test already declared, so we can't do it. Okay, var can do it, but let and constant we can't do it. Okay, that's the difference, right? So again you might arise the doubt in your mind, what is the difference between let and constant? Okay, I'll be clear out in few seconds what is the difference between let and constant. In few seconds I'll be explain, don't worry about that. Okay, right, let's go here. Right, again I'm going to go to right, this is the example which will be clear all the doubts. Right, here first constant, first you have to assign here what is the value, 200. So again I am got the same my test, again I am going to assign the same this variable. I am going to assign any again by again, not again, the same variable. I am going to change the value as the 200. I am going to change as 1200. So what happened here, the output you can see here, only one time only you can write again the same name and call the, you try to change the value, you can't, so you have to throw the output. So if you are change as let, you can. Here let you can, but constant you can't. Var also you can, if you put var you can. If you have put the constant, you can't. If you assign the value only one time, you can't assign again. It throw there. Okay, that's the difference between var and constant. Let and constant variable. So here the another example, simple example, the final example of constant variable. So here let's look at the output first. So here first what happens is I am going to throw the array. Okay, constant array. Here the array, this is the name equal this one. This is the inside the array I have called JSON format, key and value. The key, this value, key value, right? So when you are print it out, console log my this one dot this name. If you call this name, this key, the particular value will be printed as tutors funny. Again I am going to change as, again I am going to change it as this tutors funny 1 2 3. So what happens is here you can see here it won't change. Here the same name only, because it is a constant variable. If you assign it, it won't change, the same value it will print at tutors funny, right? Okay, after that I am going to do the simple array, constant this one, 12 20 and 50. This is the array. So here what I am going to do is this same array, the first element the 12 is 0 position, 20 is 1, this is 2. Here I am not going to change anything else, only change here this one. So instead of 12 I am going to put it as 60. So in this time it will be work. So this time it will be work. Here the 12 will be assigned into here. So going to here, it will be work, right? So array, you can write like this and you can assign it, it will be work. Okay, this one you can write. Okay, you can't write like this, you can't assign like this, it won't work. 12, 56, you can't write it. Okay, only you can change like this, only first element 60, it will be work. Okay, it will be work, right? The simple one, you must understand that scenario. Okay, I hope you guys you can understand what is a var, what is the let, what is the constant, what is the difference between this all the stuff. You just go to my tutors funny channel, you will be able to study. Okay, thank you for watching. If you like my channel, please subscribe me, like me. Thank you for watching.